Hello, my friends. Welcome to Poetry Changes Lives, Poetry, History, and a Thought for the Day, all in my one book here. As usual, I'm not sitting in my garden. This is day 6 in the hospital, and I'm getting a little bit bored, a little bit frustrated, but I can't wait to get a bit of poetry into myself to lift my mood, because that's what poetry always does for me, lifts my mood, puts my head into a different attitude, and it means today I shall have some beautiful words in my head. And sometimes I wake up and I don't have any beautiful words in my head, I can assure you. But today is good. I'm here and I'm alive. And poetrychangeslives.com, of course, is the website where you can read all about it, buy the book if you wish, and all that kind of thing. You can get it from Amazon, of course, if you want to. I apologize for the poor service on this channel recently. Perhaps I should say even poorer than normal, because my approach really is one of take it as it comes, rather than trying to be a very professional movie maker, I'm afraid. I think poetry should speak for itself, whether you're in perfect conditions or slightly unperfect conditions. For me, the power of poetry still shines through. Here we go today. On this day in 1904, all the events in that famous, extraordinary, unique book, Ulysses, written by James Joyce in the early part of the 20th century. All the events of that book took place on this one day in Dublin. Joyce's hero, Leopold Bloom, of course, is modelled on Homer's Ulysses, who figured in Homer's Odyssey, written 3,000 years earlier. Isn't that extraordinary? The power of poetry, lasting and evolving year by year, civilization by civilization. And now Ulysses is no longer a Greek hero sailing the Mediterranean, but an Irishman sailing the pubs of Dublin and meeting all kinds of fascinating people. It's a wonderful book. Don't read it from cover to cover, because it's hundreds and hundreds of pages long, but dip in and out. It's full of amazing little cameos and stories, and just brilliantly written. Joyce was a great admirer of Homer, and so many of his stories are just unforgettable. He dictated most of it while living in his apartment in Paris to his assistant Samuel Beckett, of course, who went on after his death to write wonderful plays like Waiting for Godot, that kind of thing, which made him equally famous, really. Well, today I'm going to put a bit of poetry into my head, because that's what I need. Poetry has a great power to make me feel better, change my mood. And I was feeling a bit down earlier on, but I know when I've read this poem, I'm going to feel better. I absolutely know it. And I'm going to demonstrate it right now. This is a poem by James Joyce. He wrote poetry as well as his wonderful books, Ulysses and all that sort of thing. I think he's a very good poet, and this one doesn't have a title, actually. Some people think it was inspired by the plumbing in his Paris apartment, because it talks about distant waters moaning, that sort of thing. He actually wrote some very beautiful love poetry as well, that sort of thing, but I like this. It's slightly tongue-in-cheek. See what you think of it. Poem by James Joyce. All day I hear the noise of waters making moan. Sad as little seabird is when going forth alone. He hears the winds cry to the water's monotone. The grey winds, the cold winds are blowing where I go. I hear the noise of many waters, to and fro, far below. All day, all night, I hear them flowing, to and fro. Well, you can see how people think it might be inspired by the plumbing in his Paris apartment, but I think he was just, maybe that was at the back of his mind. He's had a great sense of humour, James Joyce, as well as other things. Today, I will consider the description of prayer as the lifting of the heart and the mind to God. I'll do a bit of heavy lifting myself in that department. I wish you all a very good day, and thank you for listening.